From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Starting on the mound in this one, Jose Barrios. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound. Okay, all set to go. Jarren Duran now at the plate. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Now at the plate, Roman Anthony. Sanchez towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. One pitch and one out. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Ceddanne Rafaela. Stepping in, Wilyer Abreu. And that's a base hit. Into third now, so runners at the corners and one out.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate, and that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ball. Here's the pitch, run around the goal, and that one fouled off. Two on, one out. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Way outside, and the count's full. Danny Lee waiting to bat for the Red Sox. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. See you later. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. Home run number 10 of the year. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 3-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Next to hit, Danny Lee. Out towards right center field. Springer on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Trevor Story. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Out to short, Jimenez. And that is that. Sox get 3 on the homer. It's now 3-0. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Cutter Crawford. What do you have on him, Singy? Leading off, Davis Schneider.
This afternoon, designated hitter, number 36, Davis Schneider.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. To the right side. Contreras steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board. And that'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk enters the day 3rd in the American League batting race.
Ball 1.
Last couple of pitches
outside.
breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Quick move to first, and Springer's in there safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some
that's a ball.
length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. So a
That's
walk
ball 4.
puts
Take
runners
your
at
base.
first and second.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Addison.
Now the Toronto
Barger.
4-hole hitter, Addison Barger, went deep in the ball game last night. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Ball.
That's in there. And to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fair ball. Here comes Springer around third. In comes the run from second. And it throws offline, safe at third.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here is Ernie Clement in the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. In to score from third. And now they trail by 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays.
Too much swing and miss in his at bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
This to third. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the second in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Yeah, that's fouled off. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made.
That gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Carlos Narvaez back to the mound. It hit him. The throw is still in time. And they do get the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
On the ground to the left, Jimenez. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So the
left
Red
fielder,
Sox lineup
Jaron
turns over.
Duran.
Jaron Duran will hit next. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
That's the ball.
Swing and a ground ball. Clement throws to first in time. That ends the inning. Now to the bottom of the second. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 2. You're watching. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Ball 1.
And there's a fly ball deep right field, raging back towards the wall. Out of here! Anthony Santander knocks one out, and they cut into the deficit.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind him for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's Andres Jimenez. First
Ball
pitch
1.
just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. In the air, left field. And that's a foul ball. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Nice grab. To first, and they get the out.
Batting ninth, first baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Brandon Valenzuela, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues.
Aye.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Davis Schneider, the next to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That is the inning. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Top half of the third inning, Roman Anthony is racking up doubles like it's a hobby, part of quite a star-studded list, Singy.
Yeah, he's turning singles into doubles with quick turns and smart reads. Those gaps are his highways, 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds.
Barger takes it in for the out. One away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
And now it's going to be Wilyer Abreu. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Taps softly to the right side. Slings to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman.
2 outs, base is
Wilson
empty.
Contreras.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He had a big 3-run homer at his first trip. Into center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. So stepping in for Boston, Danny Lee. He's 0 for 1. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Contreras around second, and that extends the inning.
Up next
I know that was a
for the
ground
Red
ball,
Sox,
but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
In the air to left center. Santander under this one. And that's the third out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Now
Oh,
1
that's
and
it.
1. Line drive. It gets down. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Springer aboard here at first with nobody out. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to get a double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And
Runner takes off. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. He comes across to score, and the Blue Jays tie it up.
gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Clement in the box now. Takes strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Now a chance for Jesus Sanchez. That one ripped, but foul. Man at second. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and now they have runners at the corners.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but
manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make it. Johan Oviedo on the pitch here.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Edge of the zone, called a strike. It's 0-1. Base hit into right center. One runs in. Runner around third. The relay throw. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. This one in the air, right field. Springer on the move. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. 0 for 1 so far. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Strike 2. And he grounds one to the right side. Clement over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
For the Red Sox, third baseman Caleb Durbin.
And next for the Red Sox, Caleb Durbin. Right side, hard hit. That's the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it 5-4. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Catcher challenge, will take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Now the 0-1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it's a foul ball. Got him. 1 gone here.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And now Brandon Valenzuela.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That misses. Ball 1. No question about this one. It's out of here. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Davis Schneider. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career.
You know, Boog, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tie Chuck Klein.
Rafaela tosses to first. He's out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. He is struck out and he is walked. There's the strike. 95 with that one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man at second.
Really
Inside,
good
ball
take,
1.
especially with 2 strikes.
Just
That's ball
missed.
2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And that's a strikeout looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jaron Duran.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
On to first, 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Red Sox.
And here's a look at how he's
Roman
using his pitches in
Anthony.
this one. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
Ball.
Out to short, Jimenez. Sends it to first, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder Wilyer
Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. There's a line drive to left field. Base hit, and that gives Wilson Contreras a chance to hit with 2 out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Nice
first
job
baseman
going the opposite
Wilson
way with it, letting the ball
Contreras.
travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Contreras in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Quick toss to first, and he's back in on a dive. The 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. He's one of the best players in baseball at driving in runs, Chris. His RBI totals this season rank him in the top 10. There goes the runner. And that one finds its way through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
At the plate, Danny Lee. On the ground to short, Jimenez. To first, and that will end the inning. Boston strands a pair. They trail it here, 6-4. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Third baseman, Addison Barger.
Outside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ball one.
Well, these Jays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
In the air to left center. Durant on the move to the gap. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
For the Blue Jays,
Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball, that's inside.
Into the outfield, base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
1 out, runner at second. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. And a strike in there.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Inside ball.
1 out, and a runner at second. Last half of the inning, number 5. Fights it off. You'll see another. One, two now. And there's the
Ball,
ball.
that's inside.
Man at second. Up the middle. A sliding stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Andres Jimenez now at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first. In time. Got him. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 7-4. 6th inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Now, Trevor
Leading off
Story.
for Boston, the designated hitter, Trevor Story.
This one in the air center field. Santander takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's the second baseman, Cedar Rafaela. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher preparing to come on if needed. Little also getting ready. On the ground right side, Clement. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, bases empty. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. High in the air, out to right. Springer should have this one. And that is that. Red Sox go down quietly, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Giovanni Moran. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Digging in, Brandon Valenzuela.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now here is Davis Schneider.
Ball! That pitch is
Moran,
out.
a 6'1 lefty. He features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a cutter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Ball.
Up and in, ball 3. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 out, man at first. Here's George Springer.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's safe.
Valenzuela dives back in safely. That one ripped. That's a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Alejandro Kirk will hit next. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Into center. Base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
On the ground to third. There's one to first, not in time, and a run scores.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Checks over to first, back safely. Clement in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. That one kicks away from the catcher. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
That's a tough spot for the catcher, Boog. No chance of stopping the outside pitch. And now the runner moves up. Those moments can be really frustrating.
Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the. We go to the top of the 7th. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Center field. Santander takes it in for the out, and there's one away. So back to the top of the order. Now batting Jarren Duran, 1 for 3. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder,
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Roman Anthony. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Hard hit left side. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They trail it here 9-4. Back here at Rogers Center, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That one at the knees for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Sets him down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's just a nasty pitch right there. I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to
dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Valenzuela in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom of the 7th. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 1-2 now. Inside,
Nope.
just
That's inside.
missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him looking. That's the third out. One left for Toronto. They're on top, however, 9-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Brendan Little. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Stepping in, Wilyer Abreu. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for
Here
the
comes
Red
Wilson
Sox,
Contreras.
first baseman,
3 for 3, 2
Contreras.
singles and a homer.
Ball that's outside.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Step off throw to first.
He's safe.
And he's back in there. Next offering is fouled back. The Blue Jays leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Runner, yes,
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Abreu around third. Safe. It's 9-5. Man at first, and next for the Red Sox, Danny Lee. He's been a great free agent sign. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's
And he
safe.
dives back in safely. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 1 down. 1 out, man at
Up next
first.
for the Red Sox,
Trevor Story
designated
up next for the Red
hitter, Trevor
Sox.
Story.
0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That one pushed foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him. Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Contreras off of first with 2 away. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Jimenez throw to first. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 9-5. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. That's to third. Long throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays. Catcher,
2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the
Addison
Blue Jays.
Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
Addison Barger.
And first offering is fouled off. Left field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double. Second and third now.
For the Blue Jays.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Ernie Clement digs in now. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Garrett Whitlock.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
That's
Ball
inside. Ball 1. The Jays trying to break this one open here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
It's a
Ball,
big
that's
opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. This one in the air, center field. Anthony settles under it, and that is that. So a strong showing there from the Boston bullpen. Through 8 full, the Jays are out in front 9-5. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
Out towards right center field. Springer coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. The 1-1. Foul ball there. What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Red
Here comes
Sox,
the manager out of the Blue
fielder,
Jays dugout,
Jared
and he will
Durant.
make a move to the pen. Brendan Tommy Nance into the game.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Last out for the Red Sox in this one. Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 4 with a double. The other way. Fair ball. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Roman Anthony, the next to hit. Quick move to first, and he's back in safely.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Ball 1.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Number 62, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Fisher getting cranked up as well.
Yep, that ball went out.
Nance checks the runner. Duran back in on a dive. Out to short. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars. But an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
Our final score here, 9-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.